So here I sit, listening to birds because they can't copyright strike me for bird songs. So, yeah. Eventually somebody will get here, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, sorry, don't want to make y'all throw up. I don't know. We'll find out. So, this was take two because I really didn't think you wanted to watch or at least hear me talk and stare at the arm of my lamp. So, yeah. Hopefully somebody shows up. I need something to wipe my nose, and I don't have it. My nose is cold. So, yeah. Here I sit with my Diet Pepsi. Doctor says I need to quit, but because of all the chemicals. But then I drink a lot of tea. And I don't know how I lived without my kettle. I drink lemonade, but 8 ounces is pretty much my daily allowance of sugar. So, and then there's chemicals in Crystal Light. So, yeah. So, it looks like I'm talking to myself, I think. Well, someone hit a thumbs up, but I don't see anybody in here. So, yeah, I think I'm talking to myself. Wouldn't be the first time. Trust me. Hey, Noise, how you doing, hun? So, yeah, we're giving this a try again. Got to get my... I need 3,000 more hours to be monetized. So, I don't know how to... Yeah. Hugs back. It's the only way I can think of doing it because I can't put up an emoji. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do another premiere. I'm not too computer. What is Soviet? What is the word I am looking for? I'm not too computer literate. I love you too, Nick. I have a Mac, and it's nice. I can't play Minecraft on it. I play for about 15 minutes and I can hear the little fan going inside my computer. So eventually I'll have to get it something that's Windows based, but it's not really compatible with my iPhone. So I had to figure out how to go on in my settings so I could turn off the option where if it's idle for too long, it just shuts itself down. And that's what it did with my Premiere. I walked away thinking, well, it's going to see that it's doing something and not shut down. No, it shut down. I've got a couple of other videos I can redo as premieres. One is 30 minutes long, but I've got to figure out how to take the music out. They let me have it for now when I put it up there, but it goes to, if any monetization's there, it goes to whoever created it. So I'll just take the music out, I guess, and put up these bird sounds you hear because I play them for my cats. And they can't copyright strike me for bird songs. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened in my premiere. I'm going to the cabin next month. 21st? Something like that. And I guess I'm supposed to get some nighttime scenes. I'm usually asleep by... Well, I'm inside the cabin by 9 o'clock 8 or 9, and I don't get to sleep till 11 after I clean up, sweep the floor, do all that. I'm one of these people that have to at least sweep before I go to bed. So, yeah, just figured I'd come on and talk a little bit about how we can pick family. Was it last night on one of the lives? Captain said something about, or somebody commented something about picking family. And yeah, you can do that very easily because you've usually got your blood family. In my case, I've got my adoptive family. And then there's what I believe a lot of us here on the boat are our soul family. So yeah, you can pick and choose your family. My sister on my dad's side, Ted's side, I can't be around her. She's too negative. She ended up, must have been about 10 years ago, got vehicular homicide and a DUI. She killed 2 girls, 2 20-year-old girls going the wrong way on the freeway, drunker than a skunk. So, yeah, but even before that, I just couldn't be around her. My older sister, Benny, that's on my birth mom's side, I met her once. That was enough. I've met 2 of my brothers, talked to the 3rd one on the phone. We don't look alike at all on my mom's side. None of us do. But me and the oldest of my brothers, we're quite a bit alike. Yeah. Just listening to us talk with our humor and our dark humor and our sarcasm. Yeah, we're quite a bit alike. But I was adopted at 27 days old through Child and Catholic Services out of Spokane. And I cost the folks, it's like $780 some back in 66. That's all it cost. And so I honestly think people would probably adopt more if they brought the fees down lower. Because a lot of these people want like tens of thousands of dollars to adopt a child. I mean, I can see people, if they really want the child, that's what they'll do. They'll be willing to spend that money. But then it limits those who really want a child but don't have that money. So, yeah. The folks did it twice. My adoptive brother was 3 months old when they got him. And my name the nuns gave me was Carmen. I'm glad they didn't stick with it. I mean, nothing's wrong with it. It's just not me. I mean, nothing wrong with the people named Carmen out there. That's great, fabulous, wonderful. But it's just, when you find out that's what you were called, but yet you've spent all your life being called Christina, you kind of get attached to the first name. So I was raised by a narcissist. God. They say, a lot of people will miss their parent when they're gone. She's been gone since April. I haven't missed her. I never talked to her hardly anyway. So, I mean, my adoptive dad's still kicking. He'll be 90 next month. So, but yeah, when you're adopted, you can pretty much pick and choose who you call family. The relatives that I grew up with, those are family. There's a few, the close ones I have. I consider them family. The rest of them, as my brother put it, when he worked down in the lower valley for city recreation down there, they were trying to get my brother to do stuff. And my brother goes, because they'd go, well, you're family. And My brother looked at him and goes, "No, you're my mom's family. You're not my family." So he didn't stay there very long because that's another reason. Sometimes family will use you for as much as they can get out of you. So it's another reason to pick and choose because I saw my mom throw a whole bunch of money at people when they needed help. But when it came down to her, nobody, hardly anybody was there. I got one person in the family who asks about her gravestone. That's it. But it takes a good year. You know, you got to jump through all the union hoops, how much it costs, when you can do it, to have it put in. So it's just a matter of when having it put in. But yeah, you know, I got to meet my birth mom when I was 30. I've talked to my birth father twice on the phone. The first time, we were both drunk. He was telling me how he forgot he put in a new fence and fell over it. So, but he's still alive. But being adopted, you kind of, I don't know how to explain it. You end up with, at least I did, maybe it's just because I was raised by a narcissist. I ended up with some abandonment issues because you realize, you know, that, well, your mother who had you didn't want you. You know, I found out later she just couldn't afford me because of my older sister. So, but yeah, you think, you realize, okay, so this one didn't want me. This one treats me like a trophy. So you just wonder, you gonna be left again? It was kind of tough. So I spent a lot of time alone as a kid. One of these things I need to, when I get it out there and more people know, show how I was taught by a nun how to play with my aura. I had to have been about 10 or 11. You think back and you're going, a nun teaching you about your aura? Interesting. See, my adoptive mother, that was one of her closest friends because she went through, she was in the convent, but she never took her final vows. She left. So, Catholicism was literally beaten into my head. And good old weekends, you know, you live in a small town of about 6,000, there's not much to do when you're a teenager. And we didn't have a woods nearby, but we did have a dead-end road out in the sagebrush. So, yeah, come Sunday morning, whether I was feeling up to it or not, I promptly had to go to church and sit there. So, yeah, the good old memories of sitting in the back of the church going, oh, can I go home yet? Is this done yet? Why is it not done yet? As the homily goes on and on and on, and usually by the time I woke up, I had to go to mass in Spanish. Yeah, not a clue. And you didn't have phones then to distract you. So even mother's funeral, that they did a funeral mass, so months after she passed, because my brother didn't give her a funeral. He denied her of that, and that's his issue. But, yeah, I'm sitting there. It's in Spanish, and I'm sitting there looking around going, oh, I recognize that relative and that relative. Who's that over there? And I didn't stay for that after whatever they do. The coffee, dinner, I don't know what they did. I bugged out. I just went to my dad's. I didn't want to have people go, well, why didn't you give your mother a funeral? Because I didn't have the option. That's why. So, yeah. I thought I would have my birth mother longer than I'd have my adoptive mother. And no, birth Molly's helping me make blankets. Her little box is just heavy enough that the blanket won't fall off onto the floor. So, and yeah, both fathers are there, so I don't have any contact with my birth father, so I'll never know when I'm finally an orphan. All the relatives on my mom's side are gone. As my brother said, we're the adults now. The rest of them are all gone. So, yeah, I mean, not a whole lot of exciting stuff to talk about, but I am going to try to go through and find like a hiking video or something. The one I want to find is, it's gorgeous. It's on the west side of the state in Federation State Park. I think that's what it's called. But there's all the heavy mosses coming off the tree. It's really pretty. It's like going to the Hall of Mosses in the Olympic rainforest without being at the Hall of Mosses, because that's a at least 6-hour drive. So, I think I have a short one of St. Helens I can dig out. I didn't get there this year. They had a slide. You want to feel real small? Go to St. Helens. Well, go to the side where the eruption happened, and you'll realize how much power that mountain holds. And we just cross our fingers the Rainier doesn't go. But I've been up on Rainier when I've heard like rock slides. Talk about, it's kind of eerie. You know you're far enough away, but the way it echoes up there is just wild. And so, yeah, so hopefully the next trip to the cabin will be, I'll actually get out and go hiking. I didn't take any from last year when we went to the cabin. When a tree does fall in the woods, yeah, you do hear it over 21 times. We had one fall behind us, right behind us, and not roots, it just snapped off about head height. Just broke. And then kept walking some more, and one fell, a good 20, 30 feet in front of us. Just no warning. It was a burnt area. 2017 had a large fire called the Norse Peak Fire. And so we were walking through, there was some live trees left, some dead trees, and some that you could watch roll down the hill, because they're all dead trees, and you can watch them just roll down the hill. One tree took out another one, and then they kept taking them out on the way down, and it's kind of eerie, but it's fun and thrilling at the same time. I guess if I'm going to die by accident, I'd prefer to die in the mountains, hiking. I mean, we were up in St. Helens, and you could hear a horn. And I think it was like for the, I don't know, not the tour group, but the like the forest people that give the little talks. We could hear that go off. And I turn and I look at hubby and I go, well, it's a good day to die. It's nice outside. And he's like, oh, God, don't think that way. I'm like, yeah, we're all going to go eventually. Okay, well, yeah, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I get to finish a blanket tonight, like, hopefully. No daycare kids. The surrogate daughter, I guess. She called me surrogate mother last night. Is gone for the night. There's a fair volleyball game. So I'm going to go try to earn my Wii Sports online outfit for the week. You can either have a football uniform or a cheerleading uniform. So, yeah. But I'll be back next Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. I don't have a cat in a basket, but excuse this messy room. It is terrible. But I do have. Where you at, cat? I can't, even if you can even see her. Hi, Goose. I have a Nebelung. Okay, and now everybody's nauseous. So, I will be back next Tuesday, and I will be more prepared with maybe some kind of subject. And if anybody has a subject, just shoot it to me. I mean, my email is missdragon. Imagine that. At yahoo.com. I used to have the original one on AOL, and I forgot the password. But yeah, anyone has any comment or suggestions, write it on here. Email it to me. Because I'm just simple housewife. I took, let's see, dance for 13 years. From 5 till 18. Choir. From junior high through high school. Performance choir. Acting classes. And I'm a housewife. So, all right. Peace out to everybody who's watching. Glad you showed up. Hopefully some people catch the repeat. I don't know. It's not that exciting, but just want to hear somebody ramble. I'm the one for you. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a great afternoon, and I'll catch some of you on the boat later. All right. Bye-bye.